Hello viewers, you're watching the Youth Dialogue and I am your host Jenna Basonko. We're wishing you all a very happy Ramadan. So today, like we always do, whenever it's Ramadan, we try to see what young people are doing during the Ramadan. And I believe you're all aware that young people are leading iftar services in the Gambia, delivering iftar to people who are stuck on the way or needy people. And you know that Freedom Dogu is not a name that is unfamiliar to all of you. These people have been doing this for long, and I've also hosted them on this show right here. And they're young people. The fact that it's led by young people, I think it's beautiful. We also have Team Iftar. They've been also doing this for years. And they are saying that they're the Team Iftar with a difference. So he will tell me what he means by that. Alkali Kuyate, thank you so much for coming. And we also have Maimuna Mane from Freedom Dogu. Thank you so much. Like when you see young people take the lead in certain things, it makes everybody feel happy, because like I always mentioned, people feel like young people are not doing what is expected. But if you follow this show every single day, you will get to know what young people are doing in this country. So today this is the discussion, and we also have another guest who make tea bags. She uses our local herbs and stuff to make tea bags, and we all know that we consume a lot of tea during Ramadan. So she will of course come here to talk to us about her business and how it has been going. So thank you so much for coming once again, Maimuna. I am so excited to have you here, Freedom Dogu. So how has it been? Before we start, before we go in depth, talk to me about last Ramadan. How was the experience having to deliver Dogu to, hundreds of people?
Thank you very much, Geneva. It's a pleasure to be here on the Youth Dialogue. Okay, so the Freedom Dogu is an initiative from the organization called Power of Freedom. So this was initiated 3 years ago in 2017. And then that was the Ramadan we started the Freedom Dogu. And then during the years, it has grown bigger and bigger. And then we are very thankful that we came up with this initiative that has so impacted, the lives of people. Not even just during the Ramadan, because you can see that some of the things that we did goes beyond the Ramadan. So last year we had the Freedom Dogu, and then what we do is we had a calendar, and then in this calendar we go to different locations within the Greater Banjul area. That was when we initiated it. But then when we went in depth, we even went beyond the Greater Banjul area.
You did?
Yes. So we went to Brikama, we went to Kembuje. There is a madrasa there. So last year we had our calendar. We went through the calendar. We had volunteers that came. And then we have people that, donated to the cause. And then we are very, very grateful, because without them, it would not be a success.
So which means last year was successful?
Last year was very successful. And then every day, what we do is every day, we have 300 loaves of bread to give. And then we give coffee or tea. Some volunteers would cook and bring it there. And then, because the whole idea is to serve people who, who are stuck on traffic or who find it hard to get to their homes before it's iftar or during iftar. So these are the people that we serve, but we also serve vendors. On the streets. And then people are really appreciative of this. Like they really appreciate the effort. And then that really led us to, just have it
expand and continue. And I also was reading about Freedom Dogu, and I saw that the Freedom Dogu gave you guys that bond, like the group. You guys have this connection. So what do you mean? I saw that online, and I'm like, this is good. It's not just giving Dogu, but some bond is there as well.
That is right. That is very right. Because what happened is different people from different walks of life come together in the Power of Freedom. When the Freedom Dogu was initiated, people that we don't even know, that are not even within the organization come. I'm talking about people who work in the hospitals, people who are from the police, people, from different walks of life. And then they come to join the Freedom Dogu. They come to serve. Like last year, I
saw artists as well.
Exactly. We have we have Killer A's, and then we have this footballer, Hassan Cisse.
Hassan Cisse.
Yeah, he was serving. He was serving the people.
Amazing.
It humbles us, and then it humbles people, especially those people that we look up to, those who are very celebrated in the country, to come and join us.
That's amazing.
And then so with this, we were very grateful that we went ahead with this. And then also the madrasa in Kembuje, like I mentioned. So this is a madrasa that accommodates like 300 people. So what we did was we went there, we gave them ndogu, we cooked for them. For them, it was a special occasion.
Yeah.
We cooked for them, and then we served them in their premises. We went there.
Okay.
And then the Gambia College as well. We went to the Gambia College. We were contacted by the accommodation minister that they find it very hard to get iftar when the shops are closed, because you know the college is at the area that many people do not live around.
Yeah.
So the students living in the college find it very hard to have ndogu. So we went there. We also cooked for them, and then they were just amazed by it.
Okay,
Yes.
that is nice. And I think we will have highlights soon of
Sure.
the Freedom Ndogu. I mean, because I also saw that online, which I
Yes.
think is really good. It's
Yeah.
documented and all
It's
that.
documented.
Quite organized.
Yeah, that was the volunteers,
Okay.
and then the people that we were serving, and
Okay.
then yeah.
All right, that's
That is
nice.
about it.
So, Team Iftar, Alkali Kuyate, thank you so much for coming. So, tell us how Team Iftar as well started, because I mean, the reason today why I have Team Iftar and I have Freedom Ndogu is because I want to see that sense of partnership. Sometimes that's what I do by force on the show. We bring about partnership by force. That's
Yes.
what I do, because I feel like young people have to partner. When we partner, we get to move forward.
That's
and
right.
seeing young people from different sectors doing the same thing, I mean, what's better than that?
Yeah.
Yes, so tell us how Team Iftar started.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. Alhamdulillah, we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Team Iftar came about from the verse of the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Innama nuti'amukum liwajihillah, la nuridu minkum jaza'a wala shukura. The people that feed the poor and the needy without expecting even a thank you from them.
Yeah.
This is our motto.
Okay.
Usually, Team Iftar, we started in 2016. That is 4 years ago.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, our plan was to reach out to the poor and the needy, or generally the destitute, anywhere they are. We used to do family package as well as street donation, but the family package used to be done undercover. We did not record anything because we feel it very not okay to show the identity of the beneficiaries. That is why we choose to have the family packages undercover.
Okay.
So our street distributions, alhamdulillah, it has been a very, very big success because people from the diaspora, they contribute a lot.
Okay.
That is one of the reasons why we even showed our activities on camera, because people from the diaspora, they give in their money and they have the right to see how their money is being utilized to help the poor and the needy. And Team Iftar, if you look at our entire team, it comprises of only men.
Only men?
Only men and a woman.
And one woman?
One
Why
woman.
is that?
That help us to cook the food and what have you. Why is that? Because we run strictly on Islamic rules.
Oh.
That doesn't mean that men and women should not work together, but that close proximity, we try to avoid it. That close proximity with women, we try to avoid it as much as possible. That doesn't mean that we are more religious than other organizations.
Okay,
or
because
other
I was
organizations,
going to come to that.
and other organizations are not,
well, I
living by
think
Islam.
I think I am about to see a good debate coming in this conversation. I'm seeing a debate coming. Go ahead.
Yeah, that doesn't mean other organizations are on Islamic or what have you.
Yeah.
All of us, we have our mode of operation.
Which is
They
okay.
believe that mixing with men is okay with them. They can guard themselves and what have you.
Yeah.
But for we think we are safer being men only, a woman cooking for us, then we go and deliver the food stuff. That is our motto. That is why we
Okay.
we
But
operate
Akali,
that
don't
way.
you think as well, you guys can have more women and be separated?
We have women, of
More
course.
women
When
and be
what I
separated.
mean is, during the process of distribution, only men would go. Because only men would go. Because we have a lot of difficulties when it comes to mobility and what have you.
Okay.
So usually we park ourselves in a very small vehicle.
Okay.
And in that process, we cannot be with women on that vehicle. But we have ladies that come to volunteer and help. For example, sending our videos for people to donate and what have you. That doesn't mean we don't have women like generally. I'm speaking in a specific aspect.
Okay.
When it comes to the distribution,
Okay.
only men would go for the distribution.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, okay, like I said, this conversation might bring up a little bit debate, but I mean, we're young people. We have to debate here
Yeah, and in
there
fact-
and agree. So now, the beginning of your statement, you did mention that it is, you guys are trying to give iftar, not expecting a thank you in return, not expecting anything in return. And you guys are working on the basis of Islam.
Yes.
And to an extent that you are even separated with the women.
Yeah.
Why are you filming your iftar then? Why are you showing it? Because, I mean, I thought when you're giving out charity, then if you guys are strictly on the basis of Islam, then you should not show it.
You should not show it. Yes.
Yes.
We even
Then
receive,
justify that.
I will justify. We receive complaints from this complaints of this nature because everything we do, like I said, we operate on the teachings of Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al-Baqarah, الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالُهُم بِاللَّيْلِ وَالنَّهَارَ سِرًّا وَعَلَانِيَةً. You understand?
Yes.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, those who spend their money and property at night and at day, in secret and in public. So Allah mentioned secret and he also mentioned public.
Okay.
You understand? He said, وَلَهُمْ عَجْرُهُمْ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ. Their reward is with their Lord. لَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. They will not grieve, nor will they fear. That means Allah will give them their reward in full measure. Allah mentioned sirran, in secret, wa alaniya, and in public.
Okay.
So that is why we have to film this. Anything we do, we have a justification from the Quran or from the Sunnah.
To do it.
Yes, and in fact, last year, we came into contact with Freedom Properties when we, Ndogu, when we met at Tabokoto.
Sure.
We distributed our items until we were finished, then we went and joined them, greeted them, then we...
But women are there.
Yes, but they were standing separately. So we went
okay,
with...
then
we
which
went
means
with, we went
you
with
can involve women because it happened and you guys were separated.
Okay.
Which means women can be involved.
What I need you to understand is it is not a must for every team to have both men and women. It is a belief. It is a system of operation.
Okay.
We have a lot of loopholes. As a result, if you have to intermix with women, it's not going to favor not the men nor the women.
Okay, I'm not saying I am not saying that women and men should mix. Let me make this like clear. I'm not saying that women and men should mix. But I'm just saying that you guys can do the job together and be separated. I just want to make it clear because
yeah, I remembered because when we were in Tabokoto last year, they were given their iftar and then we were also given our iftar. They were on the other side and we were on the other side. Yeah, no, actually we did not even like I said, we have a calendar. Okay. So that they just coincided that they were they were at Tabokoto as well. So after they gave their iftar, our iftar was because we give a very large amount of bread, so they came also and helped
okay,
out.
But you have men and women.
We have men and women in a
because he's saying
okay, like they're strictly working on Islamic principles. Okay, we are not. Okay, this is a civic organization. It's a civic organization. So with that, we having men and women or young people in our midst and from different gender. Okay. So with that, we mix. I mean, we when we come together, we have women and we have men. So when we are giving the iftar, some people would be spreading the, butter or mayonnaise in the bread, and then others will be preparing tea. So we have like different people doing different things at the same time. Okay. Yeah, so that is what we do. And then you mentioned partnership. Yeah. So the Freedom Dogo wouldn't have been where it is today without partnership. Okay. Because looking at the person who is giving us this bread, he has a bakery called the Chakra Bakery. Nice. And then he donates every single day, from the first day of Ramadan to the last day of Ramadan, 300 loaves of bread.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
The Chakra Bakery, we're saying a very big thank you to you. And then our donors as well. Those, and then, people who donate mostly are abroad.
Abroad, yes. Okay, I think that applies to you as well.
They are abroad. Yeah. And then his point of having those things on video or on having the pictures and then sending it on social media is very important because
I strongly believe.
Yes, because you would not expect someone to give you money and then you said, I did this. Where's
and you
the
don't
proof?
have something to prove it.
Where's the proof? So with that, we take pictures, we take videos for people to know that this is where the money is going to. This is what we are doing with your money, and these are the beneficiaries of your money. Of the whatever you sent, it's either money or cash sometimes, because last year we received,
transparency.
Yes, last year we received kind donations like sugar. People were giving us milk, others were giving us tea, others were giving us coffee. So all of those were were pictured.
Okay,
and
the accountability.
Yeah, for accountability.
I think you're doing it for accountability as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's that is very important. So now that we have COVID-19 in the Gambia, we have to follow all the WHO guidelines, social distancing and all that, the sneezing part of it and all of that. Yeah. We have to be careful because we have to have that distance. So how are you going to do your iftar this year? Yeah. What modalities are you going to use to execute it?
That is a very timely question.
Yeah.
And alhamdulillah, before the Ramadan comes in, we had meetings. Okay. And we delayed the timing of our meeting like after 5 o'clock so that to see the system of the traffic or the condition of the traffic at the time of breaking your fast. Because 3 days before Ramadan, we have meetings consecutively.
Okay.
And we saw the condition of the traffic.
Okay.
People were stuck in traffic throughout that time.
Okay.
We go to the market also, the same condition. You look at the people, places that are more congested, for example, Westfield, Tipagara, Serekunda Market. The situation has not changed in any way, shape or form.
Okay.
Despite the fact that the government has placed guidelines and what have you, but the system did not change. So that is why, definitely there are some people, even if they have to go home, but you need to have something at home to make you stay at home.
Okay.
Some people are not even being stuck by the traffic. They don't have anything at home.
That's why.
So they have to force themselves outside. Previous years ago, we experienced things that are very, very sad to even say.
Okay.
People, they go and sit in the mosques deliberately because they don't have anything to eat at home.
Okay.
And these people still today, they are sitting around these market areas and the entrance of the mosque, waiting for something. So that is why Team Iftar, definitely, we are going to wear our gloves and our masks, but definitely we cannot sit down in our comfort zones, having meal with our families, knowing that there are thousands outside that are not having anything and they don't expect from anyone.
Okay, what my point, because you know, for Freedom Dog, I'll come to that, you guys decided to follow some guidelines.
Yeah.
So now, okay, what I want to know is that when you're doing that, how will you arrange it? The social distancing and all, because we have a WHO guideline to take a look at here.
Exactly.
Because sometimes I see Ndogu that is being distributed and a group of people just come and have their group on you guys. And where is the social distancing?
Yeah.
Because what we are trying to avoid is gathering in this instant.
Exactly.
In large numbers. That is the whole point. So how are you going to
I
achieve
think
that?
I've answered the question.
Not
but
really.
To clarify it more.
Yes.
Even the fact that the government and the WHO have given guidelines that Gambians should follow as far as prevention from the COVID-19 is concerned.
Yeah.
But how many Gambians are observing these
Yes.
rules?
Sorry, I agree that Gambians are not really following the guidelines, but it's left to us as institutions to say that, okay, we are not going to do something that will attack a gathering. You don't look at what people are doing and what the government...
Exactly.
Yes. So
Our intention is not to go against these measures.
Yes.
Our intention is to reach out to the people.
Okay.
You understand? In the process of reaching out to the people, we try our utmost best to wear gloves, wear masks, and have social distancing in the way we can.
Okay.
But you cannot tell people, don't come close to me. Because if they see something that they desperately need, definitely they have to go for it. Definitely they have to go for it. It is not our intention, definitely, to go against these measures.
So what gloves are we talking about here? Because you know, surgical gloves cannot be used to serve food because they have these chemicals.
Not surgical glove.
Okay.
Definitely, not surgical gloves.
Okay, just the ordinary
preventive
ones.
Yeah, ordinary one.
The ordinary ones. Okay, I think that is really good because I understand what you're saying. You guys cannot deal with the fact that you know you're home, you can't deliver ndogo, something that you're used to doing. Consider
Not even the problem is I cannot sit at home knowing that there are people outside
hungry
that will not eat. They fasted from morning to sunset and they will not have anything to eat. Definitely we cannot swallow that. Definitely we cannot swallow that.
Okay.
And also she mentioned something about the family package. Team Iftar, we are doing both family package and street distribution.
both of them.
We are doing both of them.
Nice.
But like I said, the family package, we have it undercover.
Okay.
We definitely don't want to reveal the identity of the beneficiaries.
Okay.
Because I would not definitely like anyone to come to my house, give me something and my family, and then go to the media and show my face and what have you. Definitely, we saw the process of giving. But their identity is completely hidden.
Okay, it's completely hidden.
Yeah.
So are you calling on the ones that are showing people's identities
Definitely, with
to
due
stop?
respect. I'm not trying to say that.
No. I'm just asking because you can give them a recommendation.
Yes,
Honestly,
for me,
yes, you
for
can.
me as a human being.
Yes.
Because as I say, do unto people that if they do unto you, you'll be happy.
Yes.
That is why I believe I will not want anyone to come to my house, even to give me, let's say, 1 billion, then go and show it to the public.
Okay.
Even it's no matter how big it is, I'm definitely going to speak
has to
against
be
that.
hidden.
Yes, it has to be hidden. Let them show the process of giving.
Okay.
But let
not the
them
faces.
conceal the identity of the people that are benefiting from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maybe they can blur their faces
Exactly.
and all of that.
Exactly.
Okay. Good recommendation. Good recommendation. So what are you going to do? I know you're taking a different approach.
Yeah, this year we're taking a different approach, and it's really very heartbreaking, Geneva.
Okay.
It's really very heartbreaking
okay.
because
Yes, I understand.
after the compilation of the video, of last year's Ramadan.
Yeah.
The pictures, and then, you know, like you said, this is a bond between us.
Yeah.
And, you know, different people coming together. And then we were so much looking forward to it this year. And then bam goes COVID-19.
Yeah.
So you see, COVID-19 did, I mean, a lot of things to us that we did not really like.
Yeah.
And when Freedom Dogo is really not happy with it.
Yeah, I know
So,
that.
yeah.
But
So what we're going to do this year is we're going to have family packages.
okay, instead.
Yeah. So a very good sister and a friend of mine called Yuma Danso, she's in Atlanta. She, you know, she's been one of the people pushing the Freedom Dogo because she would collect donations in the, from her family abroad, and then she would send it to us.
Nice.
Like she did that a couple of years ago. And then this year, since we are not going to have our normal Freedom Dogo activities, that is going, you know, from one place to another, you know, having, because we gather. A lot of volunteers come.
Okay.
So
The distance.
the social distancing, we have to observe it.
Okay.
Because you cannot tell someone that we are having Freedom Dogo, and then you tell these are the number of people that we want. That wouldn't be fair on others, because everybody would want to come and participate. You see. So with that, we said, okay, we thought it wise to just let go of the street distribution.
Okay,
So,
but he's saying that they're not letting
Yeah,
go
so-
because they have to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you guys are going to give each other ideas, because what I want is when we leave from here, ngeen helalante, because this is the same group of people doing the same thing.
thing.
Because you are talking about WHO guidelines, he's saying that they can sit back. So
Okay.
I don't know
So,
which idea is really good enough to go
okay,
with.
so I wouldn't say our idea is better than theirs, and I would say theirs is better than ours. The thing here is we want to give. We want to give. We want to reach out to as many as we can. And he is talking about not having the conscience of sitting down and thinking that there's someone else who who is hungry from morning to dawn, and I mean to ducks, and you don't even know what to eat, and then so they want to give. So my advice before I go to what we're going to do right now is that Team Iftar can just maintain social distancing.
Okay. How? If
like,
everybody comes.
No, because what they would have to do
Yeah.
here is to just approach the people,
Okay.
especially those in the streets and those in the vehicles. Because when we used to give iftar, we go all the way in the cars. You know, the cars are stocked. We go and give. So this time you can do that, but then you just make sure you maintain social distancing within yourselves, and then just make sure that, you know, you do it to the best of your ability. Because like he says, his conscience gonna give it to him.
His conscience.
Yes.
I think they have this at heart.
Yes.
Honestly, really. I think I'm
Yes.
being hard on him,
Yes.
but I think they really.
Yeah. No, seriously.
But they have this at heart, really. They do. The reason why I'm letting him talk about this and justify all of this is to explain to the public.
Yes.
You know, that's
and
the
then
only.
you know, when I told my the rest of the members that Freedom Dogo wouldn't be happening as it used, some of them were really heartbroken.
They were,
you know,
I
some
can
of them
imagine.
some of them were really heartbroken. And then so we're going to do the family packages.
Okay. This is really good. I think due to time constraints, we'll have to get to wrap it up. And I mean, I can have you guys during the Ramadan again.
No
I like
problem.
conversations as such.
I-
having Maimuna here,
yes.
having Alkali here,
We would definitely love to
competing
come
in a
on
healthy
Yeah.
way.
I hope also that people, like he said, people donate more to this cause.
Yeah.
You know, because when you look at it, for us, Power of Freedom, helping people is not like just during the month of Ramadan.
Yeah.
We see it as an obligation. You know, it's not just we want to do it. We see it as an obligation upon us.
Yeah.
And then people who are well off, people who can give, I urge them to give to the less the less privileged, and then so that the society can be a very,
Yeah, and for the viewers out there who want to give, just remember that if you give, these people will not show it.
No.
You know, you are given, you know, in a way that you don't want people to even know that you're giving. So the point is you can give them, but they're not going to show it. So you have to put that at back of it. Because
we're
to
not
some
going to show who is the recipient. We are going to show the money, where the money
But
is
at some
being
point,
put
do
to.
you really even need to show that?
Yeah, we
anyway?
can, like, we just take pictures.
And
like
send it to the individual, but
20
not to
bag
put
of
it on
rice, you know, 5 bags of sugar, and this is what we bought with the money that we received.
Okay, you're sending it to the person personally, or you're having it up on social media?
Yeah, we can have it up on social media, but because the recipients are not there.
Okay.
So for that, I think that one is okay. But then showing the people that are receiving it is a no-go.
Okay, but maybe you might have few people who might say, I don't want to show. I don't want people to know that I gave.
Yeah, we're not saying that.
You have those. Do you have those instances?
Yeah, we have
Okay,
a lot of
then
those instances.
Alhamdulillah, then.
Yeah, we have.
If you have those instances, that is good. It means people are ready
there
to
are
give
people
without
that give.
expecting.
There are people that give a lot and then would never want their names to be mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah, and we don't. We don't even mention the people that don't donate to us.
Okay.
But we receive just a donation, and this is what we put the donation.
Okay,
into.
good. So Alkali, give us your final words. Finally, how do you intend to do this quickly, and looking forward to having a successful delivery by Team Iftar?
Okay, our final words, I think I will mention our major problems, and also to encourage people that are out there that can and are able to help us. One of our main problems is the issue of mobility. We struggle a lot to travel from one place to another. And if there is anyone out there who is watching this program, be it a van or a pickup vehicle, whatever you can do, Team Iftar desperately needs this.
Okay.
And your reward is with the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Majority of the people that donate through Team Iftar, wallahi, most of them, the moment they drop the money, they send me a private message, please let this be a secret between the two of us.
That's
most
amazing.
of them. And it's definitely personal to me that
to
this
see that
Team
people
Iftar,
are willing
we are definitely making a lot of change in the life of people. And also, if let's say with due respect to the people that are working in these other sectors, if we have musicians overseas and what have you, the stadium is full to its capacity. Now I'm saying if every Gambian, let's say $5 from every Gambian, wallahi, we will not see any poor people in our streets. This is in fact the wisdom, one of the greatest wisdom of giving charity in Islam, to eradicate completely poverty. So if you want to eradicate poverty completely, during the time that people need, that is the time we have to come on board. Imagine, not even the COVID-19, people struggle to have. Now in the COVID-19, even the rich people, they have to think twice before they buy something because of the price attached to it.
Yes.
Now how about the poor people?
It's
going to be extra difficult for them. So we encourage people, please come on board, join Team Iftar or any other foundation or charity, whatever, to help them make change in the life of other people. It's very, very important.
Very nice. So I just hope that you guys will partner one day. I know it won't be this Ramadan, but maybe subsequent Ramadan, you guys can contact each other and have a partnership whereby you all go to the same venue and deliver. I think we really need that.
Yes,
at some point.
One of our mission is all the youths in the Gambia, for example, come together to make a change in the Gambia. Because we are saying, for example, borrowing from the name of your program, Youth Dialogue, let the youths in the Gambia come together, have a dialogue on something that everyone will at least feel him or herself involved in that particular project.
So if a Christian, if a young person out there and the person is, just quickly because due to time constraints, if a young person is out there and the young person is a Christian, let's say, is it okay? Are you calling on can the person join?
The person is most welcome to come.
Perfect.
For Freedom Ndogu, we have like a lot of Christians that come. That come and give Ndogu, and then that also donate.
That also donate, and they are welcome as well.
Exactly, they are most welcome.
Perfect.
In fact, the sister we funded for her treatment, we created a GoFundMe platform where people were able to donate. Some people donated who are not Muslims.
Okay, perfect.
Because being human doesn't mean that you are Muslim or otherwise.
Yeah, it's just humanity.
Exactly.
Yeah, due to time constraints, I would really, I really wanted to continue with this conversation because I think these are a smart gentleman there and a smart lady competing in a healthy way. So now, thank you so much, guys, for coming. Welcome back, viewers. Like I mentioned in the introduction, I'll have with me today Fatou Njie. Okay, welcome to the show. I'm so excited to have you here. And I know that you do this production of tea using different herbs and that are available in the Gambia.
Yes.
And I think it's really, really good because people like me, I wouldn't have such an idea. So to me, I think it's brilliant.
Thank you.
So what does Yahare mean, first of all, because it's not familiar to me?
Yeah, Yahare means woman in Sarole.
It means woman.
Yes.
Okay, why did you name your business after that?
Yeah, the brand represents who I am. as a woman, and I dedicated the name to all my fellow women out there.
Your fellow women out there. Okay, so your business, did you employ people there?
Yes,
women?
I have 3 staffs at the moment.
You have 3 staffs,
Yes.
and they're all women?
Yeah, they're all women.
Okay, wow, that's amazing.
Thank
and
you.
what age bracket?
They're within 20 to 25.
20 to 25.
Yes.
Okay, that is good. So talk to us about how this business started. How did this idea come to you? So like I said, people like me, I want to have such an idea.
Yeah,
to me, I would just be taking a layback seat, expecting that we are supposed to be importing tea
back.
So
exactly.
having this idea, to me, it's really brilliant. How did it come to you?
I started this business early 2019, last year. I started producing the female tea, which is made out of vetiver, cepa.
Okay,
Yeah,
cepa,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. I was actually the first person who started producing the tea.
Okay.
So since that, I later traveled to Germany and in a trade fair. So I got the chance to meet a lady from Uganda who does all these varieties of tea, which were made in Uganda. And she worked with widows in Uganda, like if they form a kind of an association. And now she's working with 8,000 widows in Uganda there. So that inspired me.
Okay.
So I decided to when I came back, I decided to do the same thing, collaborate with women farmers in the country. I started with women in Gambisara, whom are about 25 people who do the teas and send them to me.
Okay.
And now I've currently started working with some women in Bundu who will be doing the bonbons and all.
Oh.
Yeah, and this is to uplift other women.
Okay.
We are like women uplifting other women.
Okay, that is why the name.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So as we know, the CEPA has a lot of benefits for women.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've seen that is something that we are neglecting as youths now. So I decided to come with the concept of transforming the CEPA into tea bags. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you do it? Do you get to grind it?
Yes,
or
I
how?
grind it. It's a long process that we go through, like our parents go through. So that's why I decided to transform it. It's like you wash it, grind it. The grinding is very hard because the stick is very hard. Yeah, so the grinding, it goes with the grinding, the washing, then the packaging.
Okay, so you do the packaging at home as well?
Yes, I do the packaging. Not home, at my mini factory.
Okay, you do have that,
yeah.
a mini factory, and you have machines and all that.
Yeah, I have machines.
Okay, these are machines that you imported?
Yes, I imported from China.
Okay, how expensive? Because I know sometimes access to finance
Yeah.
is something really big for entrepreneurs,
Exactly.
which you will also talk about. So how expensive are these things?
The machine cost about 65,000.
65.
Yeah,
okay.
with the shipment cost and all, with the packaging. It wasn't easy.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so starting it all together, what did you spend? You know, sometimes on this show we try to tutor.
Okay.
We try to give a chance to
Okay.
other young
Yeah,
people
exactly,
out there for them to
exactly.
know really how to get prepared.
Yes.
Because without money,
Yes.
there are certain things that you
Yes.
can't do. So when you were starting this business, what did you put into it? What was your investment?
When I started the business, I was just doing it manually. I used a sealing machine. So I spent about almost 60,000 with because I bought packaging, the raw materials, the little sealing machines that I needed. So with all that total, it cost me about $60,000.
Okay.
Yeah, so gradually, with the revenue I got and the support from friends and family, I was able to purchase the machine that I need and then do the other new packagings that I did. Yeah.
Okay, so it means if you're starting a business, it doesn't mean that you need $1 million.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah, I started from small and then growing gradually.
Okay, apart from money, what else do you need? As a person wanting to start a business?
You need support. Yeah, you need support, people to encourage you on what you do. And you need that appreciation of, like the appreciation.
Yes,
Sorry,
the appreciation.
Yeah, exactly. You need people to appreciate your product. That is something important.
Yeah.
It's like when you start doing something and people are not buying, that's discouraging.
Yeah.
But when you do something and people love it, that's going to help you proceed in whatever you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how is social media helping?
Yes,
when it comes to your business, do you do any social media?
Yeah, I do
advertisement
social
campaign?
media. I do Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Okay.
And my brand is, alhamdulillah, it's being known now.
It's being
gradually,
known.
yes,
Okay.
with the social media platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, how fast is it going? How fast? Because you talked about support. If you don't get support, you're not going to move.
Exactly.
So how fast is it going?
Yeah, it's going. When I started it, I wasn't using that much social media because of the female tea. The Sarahule community already know about it.
Okay.
So I was the first person who started doing it with tea bags. So just because of the phone calls and the families out there, they were able to share it with the little platforms they have.
Okay.
But when I started this, the Bon Boss and all, I decided to go on Facebook and all and share it, and it was really amazing.
It was really
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, so did you participate in any of the GCCI trade fairs?
Yes.
Because you talked about the fact that you learned this in a trade fair,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
think you
I
should
did.
also display yours so
Yes.
that they will get to see it from there.
Yeah, I was in the GCCI trade fair last year, but that was with our association.
Okay.
Yeah, that was when I just started the tea.
Okay.
And then I participated in the youth trade fair last year as
You
well.
also participated in
And
the-
I was supposed to participate this year.
Okay, but-
Unfortunately, because of the coronavirus, it
Yeah,
couldn't happen.
because of the coronavirus is unable to
Yeah.
happen. How organic are the products? Because, you know, sometimes people talk about organic, it's really organic. How do you know it's organic? Do you get to do any try to like check how they grow it? Because sometimes when they grow these things, they get to put some chemicals in there. So do you have any form of inspection or something to check if this is really organic in a way? Do you do that?
Yeah, I do inspections. I've been to some of the places that they pluck this. These are things that they don't just go and grow like they were planning to grow it. It grows by itself,
Okay.
like the bottom and all, and they will just go and pluck it out.
Okay.
So the concept about organic that we have to understand is that you cannot say that you're organic unless you have been certified.
Okay.
Yeah, so we call our products natural.
You call it natural.
Natural, exactly. Unless and until we get the certifications that we need, it has to go to a lab test.
Exactly.
That's when you can call your product organic.
Okay.
So for now, I just call my products natural
Okay.
until I get to the stage of that lab testing and get that certification. Then I will call my products.
But does
natural.
that happen here anyway?
No, it doesn't. It's like we've been informed that it can be done in Senegal, but it's a long process,
Okay.
a process that we are not really aware of. Yeah, so this is something that we have to do a lot of research on and work on it on ourselves.
Okay, I think it's fair enough to say natural than organic.
Organic,
because
exactly.
you're not actually really sure.
Exactly.
It's just something that you think and you're saying. So I think it's really important that we get to have this in the Gambia. I
Exactly.
think when we have it, then our entrepreneurs will move from startups and
exactly.
all that going to
Exactly.
a next level, and they'll be able to export as well. Because like you said, when you export, people are gonna check. Okay. You know,
you
to
need
be
all
sure,
those certifications,
to be
exactly.
sure, because at the end of the day, what quantity are you even supposed to consume? You don't know.
You don't know, exactly.
You know, so I think it's a bit challenging when it
Yeah.
comes to this
Yeah.
organic, natural product.
If you don't go through the lab tests, you wouldn't be able to know the nutritional facts.
Okay.
Yes, and those things are not done here. We have to go outside, which costs a lot of money.
Okay.
Yeah, so to get to all the stages, your business needs to grow. You need to acquire some revenue before getting to that stage.
Okay.
So hopefully, gradually, we're working
But
on
you're
that process.
planning to get to that
yes,
on your
yes,
own?
Yes.
Okay.
On my own, and if I'll be able to get help outside, I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm working on all that.
All that.
Yeah.
I think access to finance
Yeah,
happens
it's
to be a very big issue.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you're lucky you were able to go to Germany and learn something.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's not every entrepreneur
Yeah,
out there.
it was really a big experience for
Okay.
me because that lady's story really inspired me to come back. She went through certain stages.
Okay.
Like, it was a long journey for
It
her.
was a long
Yeah,
journey.
it wasn't. And then she got all those certifications, not even one certification. She went through so many stages of certification in order to get her product into that into the European market.
Wow.
Yeah, so hopefully that is part of my plan to work on it in the Gambia, work
Okay.
with women farmers in here in order to acquire and help each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apart from women farmers, what about young people? Do you have young people that you mentor,
Yeah.
that you're trying to groom?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you looked at somebody and you
Yeah.
were inspired. So somebody else, you
Yeah.
have to continue. It's a chain.
Exactly.
Are you willing to continue
Yes,
that?
that's why I employed young people to work with me.
Yes.
I trained them on how to do the processing and all. I was doing soap production before I started this.
You were doing?
Soaps.
Soap production.
Yeah.
What kind of soap?
Natural soaps.
Okay.
Handmade natural soaps. So I learned that in Benin. So when I came back, I did the Empretec training, and
Okay.
I was able to join with some young people whom I did the training with,
Yeah.
and I got the chance to train them on how to produce the soaps and all. Yeah. So with this tea also, I'm working on gradually as I go. I will be employing a lot of young women to work with me, and with that, they will learn a lot and be able to stand by themselves.
They'll be able to stand by themselves. I think I am so inspired. But it
Thank
seems
you.
you like traveling.
Not.
It seems, because somebody has been to Germany and been to Benin, but I mean, traveling is good.
It's good.
It's really
it's
good.
an experience.
And for young people, I can remember one time I have this person that I was working with, and the person said, Jenaba, young people need to travel.
Exactly.
Young people need to travel and see. They have to see beyond their country.
Exactly.
And when you see beyond your country, you get to know that you are nowhere and you need to work on your own development. So I think traveling is very important.
It's very important.
Yes.
You get a lot of experiences. With the exhibition that I went to, it was a very good experience because I got to know the stages you have to go through to get to that to get the ITC standard and all, and to get to the European market. So going there was like something big for me. Yeah, because you meet people who are already organized, good packaging, good labelings, which we don't have here.
And packaging is very important.
It's very important.
It's very
because
important.
of that experience I get, I decided to work on my packaging that I got, and people have appreciated it very well.
Are appreciated, and it's paying the bills.
Exactly.
It's paying the bills.
Exactly.
Okay, because I want to emphasize that it's paying the bills, because you know, young people sometimes are like, your business be doing you favor because mununyo fair leave, but at some point
it depends on how you go about it.
Wow, you have to be organized.
Exactly, you have to know what people like, what is their taste. Yeah, so with that new packaging that I got, it attracted people. People love my packaging. Okay. Yeah, and with the packaging, they're willing to buy my product.
Okay, so which means packaging for young people out there who want to start businesses.
Yes,
packaging is one thing that is very important. Because before now, we just used to have products like that. And without, you see Kabaga, she packages.
Yes, exactly.
You know? And other Kabas do not do that.
Exactly.
So that is why she's an edge above. So just to show you how important packaging is, branding, like even individuals, they get to brand themselves in a way, and then you attract more people. So I think that is very important. I know this is not going to be our last conversation here, because I'll be following your progress. That's what I do. Whenever you come to the Youth Dialogue, I mean, you talk to us about your plans and what you have to do. And for some reason, I feel like you'll be able to work towards having the certification, and I'll follow. And I really want you to have it, because I think if just one person takes the bold step to have it, we'll have other young people as well come up. And then you will be able to export properly, because now if you have to export, you'll be asked questions.
Exactly.
Yes, you'll be asked questions. So it's a little bit difficult. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
So, I mean, you should give a message to all those aspiring young entrepreneurs out there.
So I'm telling my fellow young people to not to sit back. Grab what you have, start working and be innovative. If you're innovative, you will get there. And for some reason, I see you as Sarahule, right? Yes.
And your English is really good.
Thank you.
I mean, you are walking. You know, sometimes there's this thing around how Sarahule young women. So how were you able to overcome that, to be this educated and doing this? You look independent. Listening to your story.
The family that I grew up from, my mom, she makes sure that we are all educated. We went to school and get to where we want to. And where I am right now, I've got a family too who is also supporting me. And it's like a combination of two supportive families. So which means your area, your family, your Sarahule community is really supportive. I'm not saying other Sarahule communities are not supportive, but there's this thing pegged to, you know, you don't have to finish your education, you have to be married off. But seeing that the narrative is changing. It's changing now. Yeah, so many Sarahulis are now going to school. And that concept of not going to school and getting married is changing now.
It's changing. And I believe you are the ones who are pushing for it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Thank you. So because I don't think you allow your daughter to be married off, looking at how smart you are and educated. So thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate this.
Thank you.
So I'll follow that process of you getting your products tested.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you so much. Viewers, we will take a short break. When we come back, we will get to wrap it up. Viewers, that is all we have for you in this edition of the Youth Dialogue. But before I take a leave, just to tell you that this outfit is provided by Rugis Creation. I feel so comfortable in it. And you all know that it's Ramadan. You need a lot of this. It looks so comfortable. It just looks how it feels on my body. It's totally cotton. She sells both the fabric and, of course, she will show it for you as nice as this or even better. Don't forget to connect with us on our different social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. My personal Facebook handles are as well in front of you. Give me your recommendations. I'll surely pen them down, if not even implement them. Till I come your way next week with other young people doing extremely well across the country. Stay tuned.